here to talk to you guys about music. Is Miss Shetler y'all's music teacher here?
Yes.
Does anybody else teach music in this school?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay. So I've always liked music my whole life. Who here likes music? Everybody raise your hand who likes music. Who doesn't like music? Everybody doesn't like music. You don't like music. No? You love music. Is that what they said? You don't like music. Do you like music? Okay. So most people like music. There are some people who don't like music. Those are called music critics. So anyway, so I always liked music. I would always sing. And then I think about the 3rd grade, I probably learned how to play the recorder in school. Did anybody here learn to play the recorder? Do you know what that is? It's like a flute. Okay, who knows how to play the flute? Okay, so a lot of flute players. So the recorder they usually teach in school because you just blow into it. What? Plastic, right. So it's easy to play. So that was probably the first instrument that I learned how to play. And there was a song on the radio that had a recorder in it. Probably a couple songs, like Stairway to Heaven, and a song called Billy Don't Be a Hero. So I would try to play those songs. And my mother played the piano, so sometimes music can run in your family, and it runs in my family. So then that was the 3rd grade. So the 4th grade, I got signed up to play the trombone. Does anybody here? All right, lots of trombone players. So would you slide? Just find the note and slide it, right? That means you have to have a good ear, because you're just going to slide this thing up and down and make notes come out. Well, I thought that was really cool, and I got to be in band in the 4th grade, and every day you're in band, and you learn how to play. The only problem is that I wasn't the first chair, I was the 2nd chair. And Luther Birch was the 1st chair. He was a better trombone player than I. So I was like, well, I don't think I want to play the trombone because I'm not the best trombone player. So the next year, the 5th grade, this is what grade y'all are in, they offered guitar lessons at school. Anybody here play the guitar? Lots of guitar players. Okay, awesome. Lots of guitar players. So, does it hurt your left hand or your right hand when you play the guitar? Does it starts off hurt? You got hurt? Are you still playing?
Yeah.
Even with that cast on? No? Okay. If I have a student and they call and say, I can't take my lesson, I go, why can't you take your lesson? I broke my arm. Okay, well, that's a good excuse. So somehow my uncle got me a nice acoustic guitar, kind of like the one I'm going to play. And I went to school that first day, and I had to trade in my trombone, because I can't bring a trombone and a guitar, and all my school books to school. So the first day, my best friend Mike, he had an electric guitar and an amplifier, and he brought that to school, and he had a tremolo bar, and like making all this noise. And I said, I'm not going to be that good. So I took the one lesson, and then I did not go back. Now, I have a lot of sisters, a lot of younger sisters, so I would just pretend like they were my band, and I would always set them up, kind of like set them up at a table, kind of like you guys be there at this table, and you're the band. So I guess I did that for a couple years, and then we moved to Texas, and in the 8th grade they had guitar lessons in school. They were offering guitar lessons, in middle school. And my mom was like, "Oh, you want to play guitar?" I'm like, "Yeah, maybe, whatever." Listen, do you want to play the guitar? I said, yes, I want to play the guitar. Put me number 1 on the list because it was a real popular class. Learning the guitar would be popular. So that was a class in the 8th grade. Every day you go to school just like you do here. Every day learn how to play the guitar. Some kids, they had guitars, their fingers were practically, bleeding. So when you play the guitar, you have to press down hard on the strings. I'll show you guys in a second. That's how I learned how to play guitar. That was in the 8th grade. And I was also an artist. So I could always draw, so I was just going to be an artist, and that went on for a long time. And I would play the guitar, I learned how to play the bass, and got into some bands, stuff like that. I'm going to college for art, and all of my art is due the next day. You guys have homework here? Anybody have anything that's supposed to be due the next day? Not yet? Okay. So I hadn't really done all that art, but I was playing in these bands, so I realized that I don't think art is really my passion. You know, music is my passion. If art was my passion, I would have done all this art. I would have drawn all this stuff. Does that make sense to you guys? Like I would have done that if this is what I really love. But I was playing in bands till 2 o'clock in the morning, and that was, you know, that's what I did. So that's when I realized, you know, I want to be a musician. And I really said, well, I got this long hair, so I'm going to be a rock star. So that was my goal. I'm going to be a rock star. Well, that's like 100,000 odds to 1 of making it in the music business. But that's what I decided I wanted to do. So I decided, well, you better get a job in the meantime that, you know, you can pay the bills with, as they say. So luckily, I've been hanging out in a music store and got a job teaching guitar and bass. So anybody here take guitar lessons or bass lessons? Take guitar lessons? Where at?
My mom and dad.
Gotcha. Anybody else? You take guitar lessons? From who are you taking guitar lessons? Your sister's teaching you? Okay, very good, very good. My best friend's older sister had a guitar, so I taught him how to play guitar, and he ended up teaching guitar and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what I ended up doing, was teaching the guitar, and I've been doing that for 40 years. Yes, I've been doing that, and things have slowed down a little bit.
Fourth grade students, time for your last rotation.
Okay. All right, so that's how I ended up teaching and ending up here. So does anybody have any questions? I might play a few songs or something like that, but I want to find out if anybody has any questions about being a musician or a music teacher.
Like, how many lessons did you take?
How many lessons did I take?
Yeah, like not exactly estimated.
Oh, I know exactly how many lessons I took. I took for a whole year of the 8th grade, and then I took 4 private lessons from my guitar teacher. But he was kind of mean. So I was just like, well, I'll just figure this out myself.
Do you ever regret putting art to pursue music?
Do I ever regret teaching music?
Not like, do you ever regret putting art to...
Oh, do I have a regret? Okay, that's a good question. Let's see. In my old age, there are a few regrets. That's not one of them. I mean, it's just not my passion. Now, ironically, I have a guitar player in my band who is a professional artist. So he, you know, I'm kind of the better guitar player in the band because I'm a guitar teacher, but I play bass. So he's an artist. He's the artist, and I'm the guitarist. So I kind of like, okay, well, that's you know, you got to do what I wanted to do. So okay, you.
Now, have you finally gotten good at trombone, or have you just left trombone entirely?
Entirely. I tried it. I tried playing one when I was working in a music store, and it did not work out. So that did not come back. You have a question? You right there? Yeah, I play for a band called Desperado. We do Eagles concerts, and so I play at the Rebel here in Frisco and Lava Cantina and places like that. Hold on. Go ahead. Huh? Not really. I might color a little bit, but I haven't really done that. To play, I like playing sort of, you know what, I'm going to grab my guitar.
Yeah.
And I'll answer some of those questions.